Welcome back to Beyond Profit, Global Perspective. Do celebrity endorsements matter? I mean, look, in the last election cycle, I got a lot of questions from a lot of media organizations wanting to know the answer to that exact question. So I had a conversation with somebody here recently. I had a recording of it. So let's shed some light on that question. As usual, I want to remind you to please like and subscribe and share these videos if they're things that you enjoy. And now, let's talk a little bit about celebrity politics. What my research suggests, and that of a lot of other scholars, is that there's different ways that celebrities influence people, right? So there are times where they just advocate on certain issues, and there are times where they advocate for candidates, and they have completely different effects. So if you have a celebrity endorsing an issue, then they are very likely to gain more attention on that issue.
Right.
They are more likely to be credible in many cases than a politician talking about the same issue. And in some cases, it depends on the circumstances, but in some cases, they may be more persuasive on that issue. They may be able to change people's minds. And so those are pretty powerful areas of influence. However, when it comes to endorsing candidates, they don't have a good record at all. Like, we don't have any evidence really to suggest that they make that much difference. You know, there's only one case where there's some evidence, and that's Oprah Winfrey supporting Barack Obama. And, you know, I think that evidence looks pretty good, but if that's true, that's only one case. There is some literature on endorsements, like not just celebrities, but just anybody endorsing anybody. Like if a politician comes along, right? And there really isn't great evidence to suggest that those endorsements matter either. You know, most of the time when you ask people, how are you going to vote? Usually it has to do with, well, gas prices are high, or inflation is high, or I care about this issue, or this is my political party and this way I'm always going to vote, right? We got these macro issues that are really kind of pushing people one way or another. And so it doesn't matter usually, like if Barack Obama says anything, or if, you know, Charlie XCX says anything, right? You know, it's hard to measure in that whole sea of different variables, most of which are more important. So if I'm a voter, I may be voting on this host of issues. I may not really care what Taylor Swift says. You know, when it comes down to candidate advocacy, there's just not a lot of evidence to suggest that they are really influential that way.